Hello, good morning, good evening and good afternoon everybody. How are you doing today? I got up at 6:30. I didn't go to bed till about 3:30 if you see my previous video. And then I tend to go to sleep at 3 in the afternoon, sleep right through till about 9 o'clock. My whole body clock is completely out of sync ever since the sea survival course. But I'm getting there. Yes, in answer to a lot of your questions, I did see that Meghan and Harry have been received official eviction notice, apparently, allegedly, according to The Sun and various other newspapers, that they've been asked to clear the last of their stuff out, and that perhaps Prince Andrew is going to be downsizing, as people at his age often do when their children are grown up and have moved out. I don't think I'll do that. I think I'm going to get a robot or something like Crichton that can do all the housework for me, and I'm going to torture it. And it won't matter because it's a robot. Anyway, yeah, and I did also see that, yeah, Meghan was apparently appeared on Instagram promoting her Clever Blands. It's Clever Blands, isn't it? The coffee that has no coffee in it or milk or sugar or anything at all. And it inspired me. This morning, having got up early, I thought I'll go up on the exercise bike. And I did about 5 kilometres. I'm not actually sure because the clock thing stopped working because it's on the roof in the sunshine, but I was on it for a good 10 minutes, giving it loads, and then I felt inspired. I thought, I'm going to start my day with a green smoothie. So here we are. I've collected some leaves and twigs and shite from the garden, put it in some water, and I've got some mud, which must be added, so I'll add a couple of spoons of mud to the mix. Whoa, yum, yum, yum. Who needs coffee, eh? When you can drink a green smoothie like that. Look at that. And it's full of nutrition and all completely organic. See that? Yeah, maybe later. And also, you can always add your own lead if you want, and maybe buy some stuff that's been grown and picked by some impoverished peasants who are being tortured in a foreign land far away that you don't care about. I don't know. So yeah, I did see all of that, and she was wearing a lovely shade of beige. And I also saw there's been a lot of them come out, and yet it doesn't appear to be them. Outtakes of the Stephen Colbert interview with lots of little gems from Harry about his deep insight into life, that he likes cheese and ham toasties, and having to explain what a toastie is to someone American because the guy didn't understand. Yeah, I saw all of that. And what else was it? The video last night. That face of Harry. And honestly, I needed your opinion, all of you, and thank you very much for all your comments and opinions on why Harry looks so different and strange. The general consensus from you, I think, was it's a filter. Most likely a filter to make him look more like William. I looked at it again this morning at 6:30 when I woke up, and his head's shaped like an egg. It's like really narrow. It's a completely different shaped head. Some of you felt it was Botox. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never had Botox, and I wouldn't criticise anybody for doing it. Go for it. If you want to do that, do it. And a lot of you said, what was the other thing? It's not actually Harry. It's his double, because the eyes are brown. Who knows? Honestly, who knows with those guys? They're so out there. They're so weird, aren't they? They do and say all different manner of things. It's like they're trolling us all the time, isn't it? And then I saw that Harry and Meghan have been on a date. And what was it? I think it was Page 6, just happened to be there outside that restaurant I never heard of before in my life, to take a picture of Meghan and Harry getting out of a car because they were so in love. Still, apparently, allegedly. And Harry did. It was an unfortunate shot. A lot of people said he looks like he's on drugs. But, you know, sometimes people get a picture of you when you just look up and you look like you're on something, but you're not actually if you see a series of the other photos. So maybe he is, maybe he isn't, maybe he's been round to Courtney's and raided her fridge again for some chocolate mushrooms, I don't know. Now, I did get one comment where someone had sort of said, why do I do videos about other things other than Harry and Meghan? 'Cause I can. and I find them intensely boring as people and what they're actually doing. Never heard of any of the awards they get or give out. I never heard of any of the organisations that they support. It all seems a lot of bluster and muster of nothing. The only thing I do find interesting about them is what a car crash of a couple they are. And I can just see it and it fascinates me. And it's almost, and I know an awful lot of you guys get it as well. Don't you find it's kind of like knowing a secret that a lot of other people don't know and feeling kind of smug about it at the same time as you sit back and think, well, I knew that was going to happen. I saw that one coming a mile off. I saw that coming 100 miles off. Do you guys ever feel like that? Maybe perhaps we shouldn't be quite so smug. All right, I'm cheating. I'm drinking milk and tea as well. Graham?
Yeah?
Oh, never mind. I've got a treat for you later.
Oh.
Anyway, I don't know anyone in the royal family. I don't have any particular connections. 1 or 2 people email me. I take everything with a pinch of salt. Basically, my videos, especially about Meghan and Harry, are my opinions. Being 52 years old, and I don't know everything because I haven't got to the end of life yet, and hopefully it'll go on a little bit longer. Just things that I notice and I think, oh, has anybody else noticed that? Like Harry's head's completely changed shape, or he's got this sort of look on his face in the last thing. But there was only one shot of him. It's not like it was a video. I'd have to see the video. But it does seem like that their PR people are dragging out out-of-date stuff, because I recognise some of her shades of beige from previous occasions. Woman just loves beige. I don't know how she's got the front to blame Catherine and Camilla for the fact she wears beige all the time. She's worn beige loads of times in Montecito. I can see, that's my instinct. They haven't been together for a long time. Before the Netflix documentary, before Spare came out, all this, Harry's saying, and Stephen Colbert says, what's your favourite smell, your favourite scent? My wife. Maybe that's because his wife wears his mummy's old perfume. I don't know, or something very similar. Anyway, they do seem to be sort of absent and yet there. I don't know if they really have received notice to get out of Frogmore Cottage. I don't know anything. I'm just guessing, and don't be surprised if you see a few PR stunts in the next month or 2 of them both together, genuinely together, going, we're so in love. And in my experience, people who have to continually say that are far from it. We know this from our 2 narcs. Whenever they go, oh, we're happy, 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 we always look at them and think, oh dear, things are that bad, are they? Anyway, as always, thoughts, opinions. I hope you've all done 5 kilometres this morning on your exercise bike, you naughties. And if you haven't, I highly recommend a glass of shite for breakfast. I hear Meghan drinks it all the time. Maybe that's the problem. Thank you very much for listening.